Okay, hello Year 6 and welcome to the second week of home learning. I hope the first week wasn't too tricky for you, and now I'm sure it can only get better. Myself and Miss Bourne's recording techniques, hopefully, are getting better. Probably not. Never mind. Okay, so this week we are going to start with continuing with decimals, and myself and Miss Bourne have found some really great resources, and I want to share those with you. So I'm just going to show you another website. So we're not going to be using MyMaths this week. Instead, we've found some really great resources on this website here. This is the White Rose Maths Hub. And once you're on this website, which I will put the links on both the school website and also Google Classroom. So it doesn't matter if you can't get onto Google Classroom because they will be on the school website, as I said. But once you're on here, I want you to click onto Spring Video Lesson. And then obviously find your year group, which is Year 6. If you think this is slightly challenging when you watch the videos on here, then feel free to use a different year group. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so once you're on here, we will be looking at Spring Week 2, but not today. I want you to start with Spring Week 1 number decimals. Okay, so once you're on there, up comes a variety of different videos. The two videos that I want you to watch this week, today, is multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000. This is something we have done in class, so hopefully it'll just be a bit of a reminder. And also divide by 10, 100 and 1000. So as you can see, this video here is 10 minutes and 57, and this one is 8 minutes and 55. So I want you to watch those two videos. Doing that will be able to will let you see how to do those two different things. There will be someone from White Rose who will talk you through the steps in multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. Once you've watched both videos, you will be able to have a bit more of an insight. And then from there, I would really like it if you could have a look at the questions that are shortly about to follow. So, firstly, we are going to try and play a game which involves a dice. So, with that dice, you will need to either make it or use a dice that you've got at home and try and edit it in some way. Shortly, once my screen starts sharing, I will be able to show you. Just a moment. So, as you can see here, that's our game, but I'm going to show you the dice first. So, I am going to put this blank net to make your die. So you can cut that out, or you could just, if you couldn't print it out, you could sketch around it using a piece of paper at home. That's absolutely fine. Then cut it out and make your own dice. Once you've made that, I want you to put on each side multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. So each side should be different, as you can see in this picture on the side there. Once you've made that, you can then have a go at creating your own questions. So as you can see, I want you to think of a decimal. And as you think of that decimal, so I'm going to use the example that I've put here. So you might have 1.23. So I'm going to write that on here. So I've got 1 1, 2 tenths, and 3 hundredths. And then I can put my decimal point in as well on the line. And then I'm going to roll the dice. I have got times by 10. Okay, so obviously from watching that video, we know that when you multiply a number by 10, they move one place value to the left. So if I move all of my numbers by one place to the left, my new number is going to be 12.3. Okay, so I would like you to have a go at this game after making your dice, and I want you to do at least 5 different numbers. You might decide that you want to multiply them more than once or divide them more than once. You might roll the dice 2 or 3 times on the same number. See what happens to your number. Once you've completed that game with your dice, I then want you to finish by writing this down on some paper. So this is the final part. So knowing what you already know, can you write down what happens in these situations? So all of these are multiplied. I just want to know what happens to the original number when you do this action or instruction to them. So you can see the first one's been done for you. So when you multiply by 1,000, the result is that it moves 3 places to the left. What happens in the other situations? Okay, so that is everything I want you to do today. So just a quick reminder, I want you to watch the 2 videos, one on multiplying by 10, 100 and 1,000, one on dividing by 10, 100 and 1,000, and then keep an eye on here and have a go at the task, which is creating a dice, playing the game, and then filling out that last little grid about what happens to your original number. Have a great Monday.